Hi, everyone. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Armory 33 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Quinn. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different in terms of what we talk about and what we're doing. We're going to have a Valentine's Day episode, with Valentine's Day being this coming Tuesday. So, my guest host this week is my lovely wife, Nicole. Nicole, thank you so much for coming on today. I know it was a very busy day for us here at the house, but I'm so glad you were able to be like, yeah, why not? Let's give this a shot. Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for inviting me to join you on the podcast. I get to see a little bit of what you've been doing, working on the podcast for the past few episodes, and I'm glad that you asked me to be a part of it.
Yeah, you usually see the after effect of a show and the prep time of me leading up to a show. I think it was this morning when I was just like, I don't have a guest host. Let's just throw a show together today. And I think it started when I was cooking breakfast that I actually started my mental prep work, which I usually start on a Wednesday for a Saturday show. So I tried to cram 3 days worth of work into a mere couple hours.
Yeah.
So let's see how this episode turns out. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has listened to me over the past 3 episodes. This week I looked at all the numbers across all the different platforms that I have this posted on. And I just want to say thank you for helping me reach 150 views and listens. That's across Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. It really means a lot that 150 different people, or maybe it's one person who listened 150 times. Maybe they really like the sound of my voice, but me editing this podcast, I have to listen to my voice for hours on end, and everybody knows you hate the way you talk. So let's just jump right in with Valentine's Day coming up this coming Tuesday.
Yes, very big day for everybody.
Especially in our house, because this is going to be our first Valentine's with our baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I already asked her to be my Valentine's, and she shook her head no at me. So maybe you might have better luck being her Valentine than I do this year.
We'll see. Yeah, I've been dressing her in Valentine's Day clothes for daycare for the past week. So she might be Valentine's Day out by now.
I took notice of that. I think it was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at you, I'm like, has she been in Valentine's Day clothes all week? And you're like, yeah, I just wanted to see how long you were going to take to catch on. And it's one of those things being a dad where you don't catch on right away, but after a while...
That's okay.
After a while, you see it and you're like, I've seen similar clothes on her all week. Am I supposed to be getting a note for something? Am I supposed to be taking a hint here?
Yeah.
But we talked a little bit about this last night just as a joke, but I feel like most men that are in either they're married or they're in a long-term relationship where this is their second or third Valentine's. This is going to be our sixth Valentine's.
Sixth, yeah.
Wow. 6 already. Year 7's going up in April.
Yeah. Since 2016 we've been together.
And we were I looked like a baby back then.
You did.
Yeah.
You had a baby face quite a bit.
No beard. Exactly. I didn't have my beard back then. It was weird looking back at those pictures, and I was like, oh. He looks so happy and full of life and
carefree.
Yeah, no
adulting.
No adult. No. I had an apartment. I had a job. I had bills.
Yes.
So I mean, that was kind of everyday life. But
yeah.
I mean, looking at me with a beard. Yeah, I would go back and tell my younger self to go ahead and grow one of those sooner.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the issue that I think most men are gonna maybe agree with me, and this might cause a little bit of controversy depending on who listens to this, but men are in charge of making dinner reservations, cleaning up and dressing up nicely, buying flowers, chocolates, and a card. What do the women do besides looking beautiful as always? What do women do for their men on Valentine's Day? Correct me if
we had this conversation.
We did
last night
at family dinner.
Where
I was outnumbered. It was 2 against 4. Well, 3.5 if you include the baby.
Yes.
And my father-in-law just kind of shut his mouth, which is weird for him. He kind of just looked at me and said, "Don't talk." He's like, "Don't say another word." And I just proceeded to push the issue a little bit.
Yes.
But I want to know. I mean, I think me speaking for some men, I think we want to have nice gifts too.
Yes. Well, and I know there's many women out there that they love giving gifts and creating gifts and being crafty and giving things to people. I personally hate buying presents, and you know that. Christmas is terrifying for me because I'm always afraid I'm going to get the wrong things. So, when it comes to Valentine's Day, yes, it's a holiday and I love holidays, but at the same time it's kind of a smaller holiday, so if I can, not get a gift, I will give you chocolate and a card, and I will take the time to clean up nice and go to a fancy dinner. And you're welcome.
I'm going to let you know right now this year there's going to be no fancy dinner going out to. We're probably going to make pizza rolls and maybe something else at home. We're going to have a very low key.
And I will light a candle to make it romantic.
There we go. There we go.
And we'll be
We'll bring out the fine china paper plates.
Yes.
We'll bring out the fine china. No, nobody wants to do dishes on Valentine's Day.
Yes. And maybe the baby can go over to Aunt Mary. And...
Yes. Would you say, you said going back that you hate buying gifts, would you say that I am one of the worst people to shop for?
Yes, for not the reason a lot of people think. I know exactly what you want most of the time, and that's sometimes the problem because you give me such a specific list. I feel like there's no element of surprise. And because men are often very difficult to buy for. Like my father, very difficult to buy for because he has everything that he needs and he doesn't usually want much. You, on the other hand, there's a lot of things that you do want that often come with very high price tags, oftentimes having to do with hunting or or other guns and or accessories. So those are, I know what you want. Oftentimes they are not things that I can afford, but so it makes it very difficult to buy for you because I know exactly what you want. I can't always get it. So then I'm afraid of disappointing you.
Here's the thing, and I tell you this, every time a holiday comes up, even my birthday, our anniversary, whatever it is, you know where I work, we offer gift cards.
I know.
We offer gift cards. Granted, I'm pretty sure the guys would probably rat you out as soon as you as soon as you say who it's for.
I'll have to send someone in to get it.
Yeah, give a little incognito. Only if you knew somebody that worked up there besides me. That would be. I would hate to. I would say you're also kind of hard to shop for. Because everything, you never want anything for yourself. You always want something for the house or for the baby.
Yeah.
So this year I took it upon myself, and you're going to hate when I say this.
Uh-oh.
But I got something just for you that I know you're absolutely going to love.
Oh, now I can't wait.
Well,
I am extremely curious at the moment.
And I bought it today when we were not together.
Okay.
Which was maybe, 2 hours out of our day we were not together. And it's not here.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Did I drop it off at work?
Yeah.
Did I take it somewhere? Did I have somebody pick it up?
Who knows?
I guess we're going to have to wait until find out on Tuesday.
Yes. We might have to post what you got for me so everyone knows, because
exactly.
We might have some curious people now.
One way to figure that out is to like us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where we do a majority of our posting. You're sort of like my unsung producer, where I kind of bounce everything off of you, like, hey, is this good to post? And you're like, change the wording. Okay, great. How's it sound now? She's like, good. I'm like, good, I'm posting it. And I'll be like, hey, we just got 8 views on this. We got like 18 likes. Right now, I think one of the most liked pictures on our Instagram is just our logo. I think that's up to like 60 or 70 likes already. Cool. Which, just for something with me and Brian from episode 2 did, I mean, I'll take it. Take it.
Yeah. I know I don't get that many posts for the social media pages that I manage, so.
I will do my job. I will do my best. I will spread the word as best I can.
Yes.
So we have a little game that I sprung on you again. Like I said, this was all planned during breakfast.
Yes.
It's gonna see who knows who the best. It's sort of like a newlywed game.
Or a however long we've been married game.
Yeah.
Almost 4 years.
Is it? Are we going on year 4?
2019.
Don't ask me to do math. Come on, you know, and half the people listening know I am horrible at math.
Yes.
But yes, 4 years.
It'll be 4 years.
Before that big day, we have another big day coming up soon in a couple weeks.
Yes, we do.
There will be no episode on the 25th. The week of the 25th, there will be no new episode because we will be celebrating our baby girl's first birthday party.
Yes.
Granted, a majority of the people that I have as guest hosts are going to be here, but I feel like I would get murdered, not only by you, but by a couple other people, if I'm like, I got to dip out for an hour to do a podcast.
Because it would be more than an hour.
It would be more than an hour. And then
let's be real.
And you know me, as soon as we're done with this one, I'm going to want to go edit.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to cook dinner, spend time with the baby, watch some Bluey.
Mm-hmm.
That's our new obsession.
Bluey.
That's our new obsession in this house.
Bluey!
Speaking of Bluey, who's your favorite character on Bluey?
Well, I know who yours is, so I'm not going to say that one. I'm going to go with Bluey.
Bluey? The
Yeah.
bossy? You seem like you want to be a boss.
Yeah.
You're kind of bossy sometimes.
No, not naggy.
No,
just gonna let that one go.
I love my wife. She does not nag me at all.
All right, then who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Bingo.
I know.
I don't know why. It's the younger sibling,
She's so cute.
which you and I are both younger siblings in our family.
Yes.
But I mean, Bingo, she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's a carefree dog.
Mm-hmm.
Can we
to be like Bingo.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
All right. So the first question that I just found randomly is, who is the foodie in the relationship? And I think what it means by who is the foodie means who's willing to try new food or different kinds of food.
Mm-hmm. Well, that one was easy to answer. That one's definitely you, because those of you that know me at all, I am the world's pickiest eater. I don't use a lot of condiments.
You don't use condiments in general.
I don't put dressing on my salads because I have yet to find a dressing that I actually like.
But one thing I do love is when you do order a salad at a restaurant, you'll get dressing on the side, and you just slide it across the table to me, which I love that about you.
Yes.
Because I was like, yes, I get extra dressing. I don't have to ask for it, and they're going to charge us another $2 for a cup of Caesar dressing.
Right. We do that it works out really well for Quinn because he gets extra ranch for his wings. He gets extra dressing for his salads.
I get extra ranch for my fries.
Yes. So it works out well for...
Although, those fries we had on our date night last week,
mm-hmm.
I didn't need ranch for those.
Oh, you didn't need anything for those. They had everything.
They had ranch, barbecue, and bacon on those fries, and cheese.
They had, cheese sauce and bacon.
Sign the fat kid and me up.
Yes, the sports house fries.
I wonder if I can try and make this in here at the house with the deep fryer, with the air fryer.
We could try.
I'd probably burn it. I'd probably burn the fries. I don't want to clean that up.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So, point for me. Ding, I'll take that point. I'm always willing to try it. You know me.
Yes, you'll eat most things. I won't say anything because I know there's certain things
there's 3 things I will never say I will willingly eat, and that's carrots, cabbage, or Brussels sprouts.
I was about to say, if they all start with C's, it might just be the letter.
No, I like Coca-Cola. Let me rephrase that. I love Coca-Cola. This is a Pepsi-free house.
Yes.
You will never find Pepsi products in this house unless it's Mountain Dew.
Ooh. Another thing I don't like. Okay, what's the next one?
The next question is, who is the better cook?
This is a big debate in our house because I will always say it's me.
And I will agree with that on one thing. You cook more often.
Yes.
Because you're home first, no offense.
Yes.
But you're home first, and you have time to plan meals out. I would say I'm the better cook when it comes to bigger meals or more in-depth meals. Prime example, last week, within 3 days, I made chicken pot pie.
Now, who actually made that chicken pot pie?
You started it. I stirred it. It was my idea. I bought all the ingredients. And I made a lasagna. You came down, I made the lasagna.
No, the lasagna was good. And I'll give you this. You think big when it comes to cooking.
Yeah.
I am just trying to come up with a meal to feed us so we don't starve, where you like to create the big meals.
But here's the thing, when I make big meals, we don't starve for at least 4 days.
Yeah, that chicken pot pie lasted for almost a whole week.
Chicken pot pie 10 out of 15 meals. I had it for everything but breakfast up until Thursday.
Yep.
And I think I sent you the picture of my empty container at work saying, I did my part.
It's
I want to go take
done.
a nap. It's done.
It's done.
Which, I mean, when we make that chicken pot pie, that was in the big stock pot.
Yes,
that
was a lot of food.
It was about 5 pounds of chicken, a couple carrots, celery, and about 4 pounds of potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
So we made enough to feed an army for us.
Yes.
It's just for an army of 2, which is all we need sometimes. So I'm willing to split credit for that.
Okay. That one's a draw. Okay.
What was the first movie you saw together?
I honestly can't remember if it was when we were actually dating or not, but I know the first movie that we saw together was, I believe it was Insurgent.
I thought it was Allegiant.
It was either Allegiant or Insurgent from the Divergent series.
Yes, which I was typing my answers on my phone and I was like, I don't know what one came first, and I was A, too lazy to type it in and look at it, or B, too lazy to walk 10 feet into the living room to see what's on our movie collection.
I believe Insurgent was the second one, the middle one. Was that the one that we saw?
Yeah, we saw the middle one together, and then we saw because I knew nothing of it, and then when we started dating, you made me watch both of the first one.
Because you saw the second one before you saw the first one.
So I kind of just jumped in. It's like trying to watch a Marvel movie. They're trying to watch Civil War, Captain America Civil War, when you don't know what happened the first 10 or 15 movies in.
Right.
And you're like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Actually, I almost had that. I had that written down too as the movie that was our first. I think that was our first movie we actually saw as a couple was Captain America Civil War because we went for my birthday. I went golfing in the morning, and then we went to see that in the afternoon.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we were actually dating when we went to see Insurgent, but that's the one I wrote down.
All right, question 4. Wait, so would you say we both get a point for that?
Yes.
Okay. We both know what our first movie together was.
We kind of worked it out together, but yay, couple goals.
What is your spouse's favorite snack?
Oh, yours is Middlesworth barbecue chips.
You're wrong. Because you didn't look too closely in the cabinet upstairs today then when I got back from grocery shopping.
Oh, well then my second option would be Cosmic Brownies.
No, that's the breakfast of champions right there. Cosmic Brownies and a cup of coffee, you're good for at least 4 hours. Before I say what mine is, I'm going to say yours is anything that has peanut butter. Peanut butter M&Ms, celery and peanut butter cookies. Just anything with peanut butter.
That would be good, yeah. I mean, the one that I wrote down was cookies. But I went very basic. Because what did I eat right before we came down here?
Speaking of, I don't think I picked you up cookies at the store today. I apologize.
I don't think they were on the list.
Okay, good.
You're good.
So mine was either going to be gummy worms or Carmelo bars.
Which Carmelo bars you only ever get once a year.
That you know of.
That I know of.
That you know of. What your wife doesn't know sometimes won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Unless she finds out and you don't offer her one. Side note, the baby likes the caramel inside the Carmelo bars.
She likes just about anything.
Yeah, if you put it near her mouth, she's going to eat it including your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I have scars to prove it.
Yeah, with those teeth now, you gotta watch out.
Now she has the bottom two coming in on the sides, or the front bottoms.
She's got 4 right now.
She has, both sets of front teeth.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty dangerous in this house now.
All right, question 5. What shop does your spouse have to drag you away from?
I put the same one for both of us.
Here's the thing. You don't have to drag me away. Well, you do
I
have to
drag you away from a person that's in that
from
store.
2 people. Because if I see either one of them working, the ideas start flowing.
Yes.
And then you're like, hey, we have to go. Our meter's running out.
Yes.
And that's when I just throw you quarters. I'm like, go put more money in the meter. I'm talking business. And that store would be the lovely Jordana Adams in Lewisburg or in Milton.
Yes. Yes, they're a wonderful boutique that has custom t-shirts as well, and custom apparel.
Yeah, custom apparel. They're great folks. Check them out on Instagram at Jordana Adams. Mr. Brian, who was on episode 2, it's his wife's store. He just works there.
Yes, he just works there.
It's his wife's store. I had JA down as well, but I actually changed it because we both love that store, and you don't have to drag us out of that store.
Mm-hmm.
But the store I said for you would be more Reese's.
See, I actually haven't been in that store in a long, long time.
I know, but that used to be the store when we first started dating, when we would go to the mall together. Do you remember those, by the way?
Yeah.
They used to be fun.
Yeah, they used to be a real good
time.
time.
Now they're just depressing.
Mm-hmm. Now you can just get some good exercise.
What, are you part of the Silver Sneakers Club? And I actually said my store would be the gun store, aka work for me.
Yes, yeah. I thought about that one as well for you, but
I
was like JA would be a good one for both of us.
That's why I don't understand why you say I'm hard to shop for. You know where I'm at, 50 plus hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I show you things, you're like, no, put that away.
That's too expensive.
Did you save your money? No, I did not. Well, then good, you don't need it. Just saying.
I'm going to give myself a point for that one.
Okay. You take all the points.
Yep.
That's fine. All right, question 6. And there are 15 questions on the list. And I actually have a bonus question I did not tell you about.
Oh, boy. To think on my feet.
Yeah. Who tends to be more romantic?
Oh, that's you.
I actually gave it to us as a tie because sometimes we just, out of the kindness of our heart, we'll just do something nice for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm having a bad week at work, you'll bring me like a PlayStation gift card or like food.
Or I'll make food that I know you like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's always nice. And you'll bring me flowers or some chocolate.
I did that the other week. I brought you and the baby a bouquet of flowers.
Yes, because you knew we were having a rough week
and
not feeling good.
She tried to eat them, so.
Well, yeah. That's pretty much everything that comes in the house. It has to be tested by the baby.
Yeah, it has to be baby approved.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking about Kicks either.
No.
Oh, remember Kicks? Kid tested, mom approved?
Yeah.
That was good cereal. Mikey likes. Yeah, I like to say we spoil. I said we spoil each other occasionally.
Yeah.
Like if I go to JA without you, and you just see a bag sitting on the counter, you're like, "What'd you do?" Or your first question is, "What happened?" Or "What did you buy?" I'm like, I bought you stuff. I didn't buy me anything.
Yeah.
Granted, I have business plans in the works through JA.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, and plus you, not too long ago, you tried to be nice again and buy me a shirt that you actually already bought me.
That's what happens when you're friends with the people and they hook you up with custom shirts all the time.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey, I want to buy this one. And you looked at me dead in the eye and goes, we already have that.
And then I found a picture that showed the shirt.
All right. Question 7 kind of goes along with question 6. Who is better at gifting?
Oh, I put you. Because like I've said, I hate buying presents because I'm always afraid I'm going to
Here's
get the wrong thing.
thing is, my answer is going to win me some bonus points here, I have a feeling. But the answer to that question is always going to be you, because you gave me the gift of my best friend upstairs. With her aunt right now, she is
Aw.
not by herself. We did not leave the baby by herself upstairs. But, yeah, you gave me my best friend.
Well, I'm sorry I can't do that every year.
No, that's... trust me. Trust me, that's quite okay. But yeah, my best friend. And you, what happened today after breakfast? You went and got a shower, and what did I do?
You fell asleep
We
with
laid on
the baby.
We laid on the couch and we watched Bluey till she fell asleep.
That's the perfect day right there.
Yeah. Eggs and bacon, a cup of coffee, take a nap with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you win by default on that question.
Aw.
Alright. This one's going to be a little sentimental, I have a feeling. What is your favorite photo of us?
Oh, of us. I just thought you just meant of, like, my favorite photo of you, because I put any picture that you've taken with Penny. Because there are some really cute ones where the two of you are, like, making the same face. And it's adorable.
And you can see her in me.
Yeah.
Because she looks nothing like you.
She doesn't. She looks absolutely nothing like me.
She got her daddy's blonde hair and his beautiful blue eyes.
Yeah. But no, if we're talking about the picture of the two of us, there's one of our engagement photos that I think, well, we took our engagement photos over at my parents' farm.
The corn crib photo?
Yes. Yes. In the corn crib that no longer exists because it was falling over.
No, the wind took that one for
The wind took it down.
So I said one of my favorite photos is the three of us at her baptism, at our baby's baptism. Because that was like one of our first kind of like official events as parents.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Easter, but I think her baptism was...
It was a big deal.
It was a big day.
It was a very big deal.
It was a big day. She took a lot of naps that day.
Yeah, she almost slept through the baptism.
Yeah, which would have been great. No, and I also said our wedding photo that we have framed on our hutch upstairs in front of the Corvette.
Yes.
In front of the Corvette.
In front of the Corvette. Can't forget that one.
All right. So, question 9. What 3 words describe your spouse? This was hard for me because I could only get 2 words. So I kind of just put a third word down, which is probably going to get me in trouble later.
Well, do you want me to go first then?
Yeah, what 3 words would you describe me?
I did generous because you always look for ways to help, especially with the baby and the house stuff.
Even when I'm doing it wrong?
Even when you're doing it wrong, it's still helpful. And then... this isn't necessarily a negative one, but I did put impulsive because there's always something that you're looking to buy and you always want to buy it now and you don't always think things through, but that's why I'm here. And then the last one I put is playful because you like to play with the baby and you have a very kind of like fun spirit to you.
So basically you're calling me a child.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna note that one for
But we're
later.
gonna take those as positives.
Okay, so the 3 words I would use to describe you are caring, because you always make sure I eat my vegetables, which I hate.
Even if they're carrots.
Even if they're carrots. It still irritates me that you make me eat my carrots. You always make sure I have my lunch. You always make sure I take enough food to last me through the day. Another word I would say is patient, because like you said, I'm impulsive. And you just sit there and I know you roll your eyes on the inside.
And sometimes on the outside.
Yeah, sometimes you do that eye roll out loud. And I also know I'm not the easiest person to live with and be married to. Which, hey, congrats on us for almost 4 years. One of us didn't kill the other one yet. And the last word I put is quiet.
Yes.
Because you like your quiet time. You like to just sit and read. And I can't sit still. I always have to be doing something. Like right now, I'm looking around the studio here, and I see 8 different things I want to do right now. But I know I can't.
Yeah.
Because you took time out of your day to jump on the podcast here with me, and I appreciate that, and I love you.
I love you.
You're the best. All right, who takes longer getting ready for a date night? Granted, over the past 11 months, those have been very, very few and far between. Mm-hmm. But we're getting better. We're getting better at doing date nights.
We are. We have been getting out a little more. It's easier as she gets older, too. But
it's also harder at the same time.
Yes, because we want to take her with us.
Or we just don't want to have to put on, like, actual pants.
Yeah.
And go out with and see other people.
I feel like we were like that a little bit even before the baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't want to go out into the world.
I don't like people in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
okay, I'm glad you like me then.
I tolerate a few people. There's just like maybe 10.
Yeah. But no, I put me just because I am very indecisive. And it takes me a long time to decide on what I'm wearing or how I'm going to do my hair or if I am or am not going to bother with makeup.
I actually put it to tie and you can see it right here on my phone, if I have to shave and style my hair. Mm-hmm. Granted, I've been getting a little lackadaisical with the shaving and styling of my hair, but I put a tie if
we were going all out.
Yeah, if we were going to Roost Chris for like an anniversary. Which, can we do that this year for our anniversary? Can we go to Roost Chris?
Oh, don't put that in my head because now we're going to want to go.
Lobster, macaroni, and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Enough said.
And the best Jack and Coke I'll ever drink.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Now we got to go.
You just want me to make the reservation now?
Yes.
All right. We need a babysitter for that day, please?
Yeah.
Any takers? All right. What are some things that you miss doing with your spouse?
I put mini golf because we used to go miniature golfing quite a bit, and it's something that we haven't done in a couple years actually. And some of that was
we went mini golfing last year.
Did we?
At Knoebels.
Okay, maybe we went at Knoebels, but we haven't done like just the two of us in a really long time.
Just because the last time we played mini golf, just the two of us, it's cost me a lot of money because I had an engagement ring in my pocket that time.
Exactly.
And it was really scary because I beat you, and I never beat you in mini golf.
Yes.
I was like, oh no, I just beat her, and now I have to propose to this woman.
And now she's pissed at me.
Yeah. Yeah. I softened the blow. I got you ice cream first.
You did, yes. That definitely helped.
And then we went for a nice walk on the boardwalk.
Yes.
I got a nail in my shoe.
That helped your chances.
Yeah. I put sleeping in.
Amen.
Remember those days where we could sleep until like 9:30, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
And then just feel useless all day?
And that was fine.
And then go back to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock? I also put half-price apps at Applebee's.
Oh, yes. We haven't done that.
Half-price apps and $2 drafts.
Yes.
I would take one of those nights with the core 4 again in a heartbeat.
Yes. That would be wonderful because now I can actually have the cheaper drinks.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to.
Not gonna lie, those 9 months you were pregnant were great because I had like a permanent DD. It was fantastic.
Well, yeah, even before being pregnant, when I was on all the IVF medication, I wasn't drinking either.
That's a story for another time. Those were fun times.
Yeah,
but now we're adults and we have a beautiful baby that is usually in bed by 8:30, 8:45.
Yeah.
On good days.
On a good day.
Knock on wood, we haven't had one of those nights in a while. Now that I say it, we're probably going to be up tonight till about 10 or 10:30 putting her to sleep.
Yeah, so if you see there's lights on at our house, you know what's going on.
Come over, we have food.
Yeah.
What is one activity that you would never do that your spouse loves?
Hunting.
We tried that one time.
I went with him once.
And it wasn't even deer hunting. We just went out for squirrels.
Was it? I don't
I had the 22
honestly.
And I'm like, let's go squirrel hunting for an hour. That's all I said, an hour. And I think the walk into the woods, you're like, are we done? Can
I'm
we go,
over
Yeah,
it.
can we go home yet? And granted, you were dressed in my camo, so it was a little bit big for you. And you're like, can I bring a book? I'm like, no, you can't bring a book. What? Well, can I play on my phone? Turn your volume down and turn your light off. But I mean, I think if you went hunting with me one time, for like archery season, you might enjoy it.
Well, and see, it's so backwards from our personalities that when it comes to hunting, you actually enjoy sitting still.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's going crazy. And I actually do like being outside. I grew up on a farm, but just sitting in the woods, it feels pointless to me. It's just.
All right, this might be the last podcast you're on if you're going to insult that.
If I was actually out like tracking something, that would be one thing, but just to sit there, I don't enjoy
2 years ago, I asked you to help me track something, and you said no. There's a reason it took us almost 8 hours to track that deer. But you know what? Thanks to Ryan, we got my deer.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what happened that night after I got that deer? Or I just cried at the top of the stairs because I was in so much pain and I cramped up.
Oh, yeah, because you were out in the woods all day.
And it was the beginning of October and it was like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
All right. I think one time this year you should actually try coming out with me hunting. It'll be fun.
You say that. We can try it.
I'll make you hot chocolate. I'll put hot chocolate in the thermos for you.
With marshmallows.
Sure. Whatever it takes to get you up at 5 a.m. to go out into the woods with me.
That might be a deal breaker.
There it is, back to your sleeping in.
Yes.
I also put that the thing I would hate doing is anything that involves crowds. Because like I said, I don't like people. Yeah.
Where for work, I get up in front of crowds and talk to people.
Yeah. Where at work, I'm in my office by myself. I usually get 1 or 2 helpers a day and that's it. Mm-hmm. Which is fine. It's fine. Give me a computer, give me my keyboard, and give me a list of things I need to do. I'm set. Give me my headphones and a phone charger. Even better.
Yeah. Certain days I'm like that.
All right. What is your favorite memory of us?
Going to Disney.
Going to Disney?
Yeah.
That was like
I think of like our relationship, not like our family.
That was like 5 years ago, like this time of the month, like this time of the year.
Yeah, I know.
5 years ago, we were at Disney.
Yeah.
That's your favorite memory?
Yeah.
Wow. I went on the sentimental track. I said right now we're learning how to become parents and I'm watching our baby grow. But I said before the baby, it would either be our wedding day or our honeymoon.
Good times.
Remember
the
honeymoon?
Yeah. All that food.
All the free liquor?
Yes. That was a dangerous time.
That was...
Mama Wanna.
Oh. All the great restaurants. Mm-hmm. The Italian food. The all-you-can-eat lobster on a beach. Mm-hmm. Granted, it was windy like it is today.
Yeah.
But it was nice.
It was so good.
I think we need to find a babysitter for a week and we just go back.
Yeah. Even just for a weekend, I would
No, we need at least 4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
To make it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need one of those days as a hangover day.
Yeah, which we had that.
Third day. Yeah. Third day in, we did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because of the day before.
We ordered room service, and everybody that we met at the pool the day before was thankful we were still alive when I went down to get breakfast that day. And you were still asleep. They're like, hey! I was like, shh, headache. Sunglasses are on. I don't even think I got dressed that day. I think I just threw a t-shirt on and had my sleep shorts on, and I just went down to get breakfast for us.
Which, hey, for a place that does a lot of honeymoons, I'm sure they were grateful you at least had that.
Yeah, I mean, most people didn't even have clothes on half the time. They were just in their swimsuits. Mm-hmm. But good times, and we met a lot of nice people.
We did.
All right. This is a question you said was the hardest one for you to try and figure out. But what is your spouse's favorite movie of all time?
Well, for you, I put Captain America Civil War. Or, I have a couple different options here. That one, or Backdraft.
Okay.
Or The Lion King.
Oh, 3 great choices. They're definitely my top 3, but Backdraft is still my my number one movie.
Yes. And actually, I didn't think of that one until I was down here. That I was like, oh, yeah.
Because
That's his favorite one.
The first thing you see when you walk into the studio is the poster.
Yes.
Which we brought back from our Disney trip, actually. Because that was in Universal. It's a Universal movie. And you're allowed to have one thing out of this gift shop. And I searched through every single movie poster rack they had, and I found it. Mm-hmm. That movie still holds up over the test of time.
Yes.
Still.
Not the second one.
Straight to DVD for a reason.
Okay, what's my favorite movie?
I said Beauty and the Beast.
Which is what I said too. Because that was the theme of our wedding.
Mm-hmm. I was the Beauty.
Debatable. When one of your cousin's little girls comes up to you and says you look like a princess.
Okay, well. You did look very beautiful on our wedding day.
Thank you.
But I mean, I cleaned up pretty nice.
You did.
And I kind of pieced together all of my guys' ensembles at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like, we're going to go with blue suits, yellow ties. And yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
We all look dapper.
Very dapper.
Very dapper.
Yes.
I still fit in that suit, by the way, so. I don't know where the tie's at, but I still fit in a suit. All right. What would you say our dream family vacation would be?
I had two options. I had Disney, and then I also had like Germany, Scotland, and Ireland.
Okay.
Because that's something that we've talked about, is that we want to go to, because my family is a lot from Germany and your family is a lot from like Poland and Ireland. So I thought that would be fun.
I'm going to show you my phone. Don't touch anything because my top 5 list is on here. Uh-oh. So don't scroll.
So I can't look.
No, don't look at my top 5.
I can't look at that.
But you want to read what I put for my number 15?
I would say either Disney when our baby is older, or go to Europe to go to Ireland and Germany.
I'm just saying.
Yes. So it sounds like we have a couple trips to plan.
We have a lot of money to save up for.
Yes. So Disney and then Germany and Ireland, here we come.
Yeah, I hope you're ready for that. That's going to be an exciting trip.
Mm-hmm. Take the baby on an airplane.
We might drive to Florida. we might do that Florida trip as a drive.
Yeah.
Maybe have to take like another person with us. Because I think we can make that drive in maybe about 2 days. Yeah. Barring any pit stops.
Yeah.
Because, we're going to have to...
I think on a bus trip it took about 20 hours.
Well, that's a bus. Mm-hmm. But you figured we have to probably stop, Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Ohio.
So 3 days.
Yeah. Stop in Georgia and get some really nice barbecue.
Yeah.
But I think Disney Universal trip when the baby's older might be...
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely be in the works. Yeah. It'll be coming.
Slowly but surely.
Yes. Once she's old enough to enjoy it.
And she can walk by herself.
Yes. For at least most of the day.
Yeah. Guaranteed she's probably going to end up on my shoulders or in a stroller being pushed somewhere, but...
Mm-hmm. In the little Minnie Mouse stroller. That'll be so cute.
It's not even ours.
No,
we just have to borrow
so
it. We have to borrow it for a week.
Yes.
All right. Now, speaking of Disney and Universal, the top 5 for this week, we kind of had to lay some ground rules down for this.
Yes, we did.
Our top 5 for this week is our top 5 Disney characters, excluding Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar. Mm-hmm. Granted, they are all under the Disney umbrella, but we are talking true Disney characters. Mm-hmm. So, would you like to start us off? And as always, if one of us says something that the other person says, we can't use it. We cannot double up.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to start off with your number 1, or do you want to start at the bottom and go all the way to number 5? Or start at 5 and go to number 1?
I'm going to start with number 1, just because I have many options down here, and I want to make sure I have certain ones that I put out there.
I want to make you a bet right now that I bet your list is at least 60% Disney princesses. And you cannot change it if you have them marked as your picks.
Um,
And don't be looking at your list. Just say yes or no.
I would say maybe close, not more than 50%.
Well, that's good because it's a top 5, so we can't be 50%.
Well, I have about like a dozen of them written down.
A dozen?
So
Really, a dozen.
A dozen.
All right.
Because I am a very in the moment person of what I'm feeling.
Real quick, before we go into our top 5, do you want to tally up who knew about each other more?
I kind of stopped tallying about halfway through and we were tied.
We were tied?
Yeah.
So we're just going to say we're the perfect couple?
Yes.
All right, good
Go
job.
team.
Go team. Nice high five. Look at the elbow. Perfect.
Yes.
All right, your number 1 Disney pick.
Belle.
Hence why her favorite movie is Beauty and the
Beast. Yes. She is a bookworm. I am a bookworm.
No, you're a nerd.
But I am less likely to have Stockholm Syndrome.
Wow, way to go deep with the... Way to go deep with that.
Disney movies are deep.
Well, you know, a majority of them are loosely based off of the original
Brothers Grimm
exactly
fairy tales, and those are scary. They're like horror stories.
That's one group of books I would not mind having. They actually sell it, I think, at Books A Million.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Brothers Grimm the actual what
the
they're
original
supposed
versions.
to be?
Yeah,
And
they are sketchy.
The Alice in Wonderland one is. Whew,
yeah, some of them are terrifying.
that's dark.
Yes.
I would not read them in our house at nighttime by myself.
No.
With lights off.
No, Penny won't read them for
no.
a long time.
No. So,
all right, what's your first one?
He's a lesser known character.
Okay.
But you know I always get excited when I see him come on the screen.
Okay.
Steamboat Willie.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
One of the very early iterations of the now famous Mickey Mouse is Steamboat Willie. And he's just steering his boat, whistling the whole entire time.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Who's your number 2? I'm betting it's another princess.
Well, no, actually, I was gonna throw this one out there next, just because I don't want you to take it. Olaf.
He's not even on my list.
Wow.
My top 5 is things that you're not even gonna. You're gonna be like, I can see that, and I can see why he picked that. But guarantee my 5 isn't nowhere close to your 5.
Interesting. Well, yes, I chose Olaf because I love Frozen, and Josh Gad is just phenomenal.
I thought you were going to say because you like my warm hugs, and I'm your hot water bottle.
Yes. I do love your warm hugs.
Our baby gives better hugs, I'm just saying.
She does. She gives the best hugs.
My number 2 probably had the shortest amount of screen time on my list.
Okay. They
died very early on in their movie. Voiced by James Earl Jones himself, Mufasa.
Mufasa. I was kind of wondering that one.
Because you're right, Lion King is one of my favorite movies, but
yes,
not for the reason people think.
Just then why? Because of Mufasa?
Yeah, Mufasa.
Mufasa.
just saying his name is just Mufasa.
All I can picture is
the hyenas. The hyenas. You say that name one more time. You mean Mufasa? Your number 3?
This one I don't think you're gonna expect. I chose Tiana.
From Princess and the Frog?
Yeah, from Princess and the Frog.
I was trying to think of the name of the lightning bug.
Raymond.
Yeah. I was like, I like him.
Yes. I chose Tiana because she's the only Disney princess that has an actual job. You're thinking about it now, aren't you?
I'm thinking about it, and I have a rebuttal. You're not going to like it. So, Mulan, she's a soldier. That's a job.
She doesn't necessarily get paid for it, though. She's a warrior. That's not a job.
Exactly.
That's not a career.
Princess Anna's running a country. Need I say more?
It's not a job.
Well, I mean, our president doesn't do his job, but that's a different topic.
That could be a whole podcast on itself.
We're not gonna go.
We're not gonna get into that.
We are not a political. We are not a political podcast. I mean, yeah. I guess if you want to look at it, Disney princesses kind of just do nothing and become influencers. I guess you could say.
Influencers.
Yeah, Disney princesses are influencers for people who don't want to work.
Interesting.
Just saying.
It's an interesting view on princesses.
Okay, my number 3, and I'm sure you forgot about this on your list, is Experiment 626, Stitch.
Oh, I didn't forget about him. I knew you would pick him.
Mm-hmm.
I left that one for you.
Thank you for that gift. But yeah, how can you not love Stitch?
Mm-hmm.
He can play the guitar. He can imitate Elvis. And he'll defend you.
He could also bite your head off.
Well, to each your own. Our baby bites our fingers all the time. So, I mean, it's kind of like having a Stitch. She growls. No, I'm glad
as long as she doesn't grow extra arms, I think we're good.
Good thing she doesn't have 2 extra arms.
She could throw a lot of laundry around with those arms.
Straight back to right behind her. All right, number 4.
My 4th one is gonna make you laugh. Thumper.
That's why they call me Thumper.
From Bambi. I don't know why. I don't know why I always, oh my gosh. I don't know why that phrase always gets stuck in my head. That's what they call me, Thumper.
And I remember the first time you said that. I think we were at Target or something, and we were looking at baby clothes, and they had like Thumper on like a t-shirt or a onesie, and you're like, that's why they call me Thumper. And I was like, what is happening behind me?
I got so excited.
I know. My number 4. The demigod of all demigods. The singer of You're Welcome. Played by the phenomenal Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Maui.
Went with a newer one.
You have to. Again, he has a great song.
He does have a very good song. We just heard that in the car on the way home today.
He has a very nice character arc, too.
Mm-hmm.
Being very self-centered and wanting to do his own thing to turning around at the very end and, helping save a community.
Yes. He gave everything. He
lost
his hook.
And all he wanted was just to be left alone.
With his hook.
With his hook, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's all he needed. Yeah. All right. Your 5th and final pick.
Now, this is one I did not have a mark next to because I wasn't sure how my list was going to go. But I think I'm going to have to go with, this is another one out of, left field, Megara from Hercules.
Hercules. Is it weird that when I hear that, I just want to do the clapping and go, Hercules?
Yes. But no, I love Megara's character just because, between her and Hades, there's so much sass there and attitude. It's literally the best part of the movie.
Phil.
He's cute, but
I wouldn't say he's cute.
Well, yeah.
He's, what are those animals called? Or those creatures?
Satyr.
Yeah.
He's a satyr.
Those aren't cute. Kind of like our baby when she tries to walk, though.
Yeah.
The belly comes out and she's going to run this. Get some horns to put on top of her head. Great. Just what we need.
Yeah. Get those little headbands and stick on her.
She hates
Get
headbands.
Little, cat ear headbands. Make her look like a satyr. That's her next Halloween costume.
A satyr?
She's a satyr.
She's going to be Phil?
She's going to be Phil from Hercules. But no, I wish I had Megara's hair, too.
You have enough hair, Rapunzel, over there? You need to stop.
Hey, she was one of my options, too,
I find your hair everywhere. And I think men around the world can agree, they hate it. Mm-hmm. They hate when they find random hair in places. My 5th pick, very controversial.
Oh, boy.
But he also, again, has one of the better songs in a Disney movie. All About Himself.
Okay.
Gaston.
I was wondering where that one was going to come in because you had mentioned something earlier that I thought was going to be on your list too.
What was that?
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I thought about it, but we all know that Elizabeth Turner's one of the better people out of those movies, in my opinion.
Okay. I know you love some Captain Jack, though.
I do.
So.
Prime example, what's upstairs in our baby's toy chest? A Stitch as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those things you told me I was able to have one thing out of a gift shop at Disney.
Yeah, and that was, I think it was after the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah, it was in the
and you
gift
picked
shop.
the thing with Stitch.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yes.
We also have a Chewie and an Olaf upstairs too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
we're only allowed to buy a couple things,
yeah,
and that's what
I made
you
sure
picked.
they counted.
Yes.
Well, my dear, thank you for joining us on this episode. It's been fun.
It has been fun. I'll have to come back soon.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Both.
Okay. I feel like I should be worried about that, but I'm really not. So, all right. Again, thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic week. We will see you
next week. Happy
next week.
Valentine's Day.
Yes, and happy Valentine's Day from us. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.